Most of you probably know this, but Washington City is the second largest in Washington County.
In his State of Washington City address, Mayor Staheli spoke to the increasing demands for service and how the city leaders plan to direct that growth.
But we have been discovered. So in order to maintain the quality of life we all love here, we need to collect enough sales tax to provide for public safety, roads, and other services. As you can see, our city currently runs a deficit of 4% in comparison to its population. In order to correct that, my goal is to continue to emphasize economic development, primarily along the I-15 corridor, in order for our sales tax revenue to, at a minimum, equal, if not exceed, the percentage of our population.
A map shows where new businesses are or will continue to pop up in Washington City.
Two firsts to Utah started here, right here in Washington City. Seven Brothers and Panera Bread. Last week we cut the ribbon on Findlay Hyundai. It's the first dealership in the Sienna Hills Auto Mall. As you can see, dealer lots are selling fast. The Residence Inn by Marriott, under construction on Green Spring. You'll remember the junction if you were at my State of the City last year. I showed the before and after elevations and site plans. This is one of the two larger buildings that's under construction in the fields. We call it Neighborhood Commercial, near Crimson Cliffs High School. Now take a moment to look at this drone footage while you continue to wrap your head around the ARA Southwest Logistics Center. You can see the footings of two buildings, nearly 200,000 square feet each, under construction. You can see all of the pioneering taking place in terms of roads, underground utilities, etc. And it's making quick progress. It's been a collaborative effort. Freeport West project will, in conclusion, account for nearly 5 million square feet of space and open up the entire east side of the St. George Regional Airport for commercial and industrial development. Winco Foods, fully entitled, construction drawings nearing completion. It will be going vertical this year and open next. Now, if you look on the west side there, that is where the Winco Foods will be built on an approximately 14-acre site. There are additional pads that will be around the perimeter. And if you continue on, you can see the new alignment of Main Street and the way that it ties into this beautiful main here. The other new interchange was on George Washington Boulevard and SR7. To the north of this picture, still on the east side of the 7, is Long Valley Trails, which is another amazing master plan community. Sandia Road in Pineview Estates has been completely rebuilt, and Red Hills Parkway at Green Spring has been widened to 5 lanes and ties into our neighbors.
And houses are still being built in Washington City, requiring more services.
2024 saw 822 residential building permits. It's not slowing down, it's chasing us. Our officers are on the roads, in our schools, and in our communities. We're grateful for the service they render in keeping us safe. In 5 short years, total calls and daily calls have doubled for our fire department.
The mayor also spoke on critical water issues and plans for the future.
Washington County is experiencing its lowest water year on record since 1895. We're at a dismal 27% of the median snowpack. AMI meters that you've heard me talk about before, including leak detection that can come right to your smartphone. Washington City has already hit the new and lower target standard of average residential consumption of 0.59 acre feet per year. Not very many years ago, that standard was 0.89. That is a tribute to the community buying into conservation, understanding that we live in a desert, we need to act like it. One last fact that you might find interesting is that more than 2 million square feet of grass has already been replaced here in Washington County. That accounts for 30% of the grass replaced statewide, while as a population, we only make up 7%. Reusing water is critical to our future. As the open ditch canal that flood irrigated the Washington fields was an undertaking of a prior generation, the regional reuse and purification system is the undertaking of our time.
And Washington City's many parks will continue to serve citizens in the area for even more generations to come.
You'll see hikers, bikers, runners, dog walkers, people on horseback. It's amazing. It couldn't be better, and it's complete. The city has acquired part of the Kirkland property, one of those original farming families that settled Washington. They've acquired property and water rights. The intention is to keep the meander ground by the river as open space. I mean, if something happened, where would family pictures be taken, right? Yeah, I know. I'm proud of the progress my council and I are making, moving Washington forward while holding on to and cherishing the timeless values that keep our foundation strong. Serving as mayor has been and will continue to be the privilege and opportunity of a lifetime. And I appreciate the support that I feel from our community. I love this city of ours, and I look forward with optimism to what lies ahead.
From Washington City, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.